That's cool. I like
And
that
the two games share a lot of DNA. For
I
sure.
wonder why.
Yeah.
And that's,
But
that's a
anyway,
good
no.
thing.
So
right?
this is yeah. It means that a lot of the stuff is like, oh, I know what that. Not exactly what it does, but I know what that's gonna, you know, be about. But okay. So it's a roguelike. Unfortunately, there's no co-op. So this is going to be one of the very few single-player only roguelikes I get this year, if there's even more than one.
Right.
But it's really good, so I'm sticking with it, of course. Let's see. Okay, so this is now top-down instead of side-on, right?
Okay.
Kind of isometric.
Instead of side-scrolling platformer, it's isometric.
Yeah, it's isometric, I think. Okay, the combat got some big changes. So
Yeah.
you know the Monster Sanctuary combat. There's no more combo system.
No.
No. Instead, there is actually a like shield system, like from Octopath.
Okay.
Where
that
if you break a certain number of the basically you stagger an enemy if you hit them enough times with the correct element.
Yeah, you break their poise by doing certain things.
Yep. And instead of attacks costing just MP mana, mana now has elements.
Interesting.
And it's shared across your whole party.
So you have like a mana pool of different elements.
You have a mana. It's actually you have a mana pool. An MTG mana pool is a good way to think about it.
Okay. You tap lands to get more mana.
At the start of your turn, you will auto-generate mana based off of the elements of your party.
Okay, so you have you have a certain number of lands, and you untap and then pull the mana at the very beginning. Okay, I'm just trying to make that force at the Fed, but okay, no, I get it. I get it.
It's actually really close to, rather than Magic, if you've ever played a Puzzle Quest game, it's what it reminds me of.
Okay, I have a little bit.
Yeah, except that you know, generating the stuff is sorry, at the start of your turn you'll generate. Also, your basic attack will generate one of each type of mana that the monster is.
Is your base mana pool affected by anything like equipment or anything, or is it just like you have 100 mana, like 20 of each of the 5 elements?
No, you start with 0.
Okay, so
Start with 0 mana.
Team is what has the whole what holds the mana pool is what I'm trying to say.
It's just up in the UI. Like there's no, I don't think there's a cap on the mana, but each fight starts at 0.
Okay.
And then, well, okay, it starts at 0, but then your turn starts and you get an initial amount of mana to work with.
Based off of what your character is. Okay.
Based off of your character and your team comp, yeah.
Okay.
And then, so the traits, like leveling up and getting skills, when you level up, you get a skill. The skills are randomly rolled, and you'll have a choice of 3. A choice of 1 of 3. If you drop it now, it should work. The interesting thing is that they'll give you like categories. Like it's like at a glance, if you know what sort of build you're going for, you can easily build to it. If you're like, I want to do a build that, you know, relies on burn this time, right?
Right.
Then when you gain new skills, like in the bottom right corner, it'll just be like, hey, this skill has the crit category. Oh, I don't want that one. Oh, that one's burn. Okay. I'll now read it more fully and see if I want it. You know,
Okay,
sort of
so
thing.
there's like tags on the abilities.
Yeah, there's tags. That's a good way to think about it. Because skills can have more than one as well.
Gotcha. Dead end, hey? I didn't explore this one. I find it amusing how the image of the items get like warped and twisted every as they're flying around the screen.
Yeah, you know.
Slightly amusing.
Yeah. Okay, so the actual monsters. It's roguelike, so if a monster dies, it's dead for that run.
Okay.
You can, however, summon more. They give you each floor. They give you a station to resummon one monster, and make sure you are topped up on health before you go in there. I mean, not like you can't just. Did you just? Feels like a little bit of a waste. I think that last use was just like 1 health. But anyway. Oh, if it was 3, that's okay.
Not great.
Wow, a bunch of flying. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ooh. They're really strong.
Yeah, they are. Hence the caution. Yeah, you went in and immediately lost a third of your health. So maybe just, I guess. It's probably not gonna be the end of the world.
Am I limited on my magic?
I don't know what gets you that back. Is it Ragna attacking? Nope, it's not.
Not the killing things?
Yeah. And the monsters that you have access, the monster that you have access to, are from a randomly. It randomly rolls 2 of your of any monster you've seen, and then if you've captured a monster, then you can summon it there as well. But
it rolls 2 random monsters that you've seen. Does it duplicate? Yeah. Does it have duplicates?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't duplicate, and then it rolls, and then it adds the most recent one you've captured, or all of them?
No, all of the ones that you currently have a soul of in your inventory.
Right. Yes, sir. These are tough.
Yeah. What's nice is that if you are like rolling or replacing a monster that just died recently, it will give you an amount of experience for the monster to be just behind your existing party members.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Yeah, if you're summoning a monster, it'll give it an amount of experience to put it just behind your other party members. So, because they'll you summon a monster, it comes in at level 1. Completely. It doesn't catch them up completely, but it catches them up a good amount.
Oh, bombs. Oh, should I'm so glad these bombs don't take up 1 inventory slot each.
Hey, isn't that nice?
It's so nice. My goodness. I forgot. Oh, forgot about this one. I guess my next question is, monsters have moves they?
Oh yeah, of course. So when you you've already okay. I was gonna say when you level up, you can get either a passive or an active skill, and active skills are your attacks.
Smooth. Whew, time to take a breather.
Active or passive? Okay.
Yeah, it's basically just like Monster Sanctuary, right?
A
A lot of the skills are even like named the same. A lot of the buffs are even named the same, although they don't necessarily do the same thing. For instance, you know what Sidekick is in Monster Sanctuary, right?
It's allied support that just like pretty specifically. I just know it's like a group.
It's not.
Oh
No, I mean the actual buff, not the skill
no.
that applies it. The buff.
No,
You
I
don't know? Sidekick just adds an extra hit.
Okay. Called someone. Okay, cool. So Sidekick is like a
That just is
passive
what it
form.
is. So, well, no, it's not passive. It's a buff in Aethermancer as well, but
Gotcha.
instead of adding an extra hit to the attacking monster, like giving the attacking monster an extra hit,
Yeah.
it will trigger if a party member attacks, and then that monster with Sidekick will deliver a hit.
Gotcha.
But unlike in Monster Sanctuary, where that's just a buff you have on you until the end of time, these are stacks that get consumed with each time it triggers.
That was very loud, but I at least appreciate that I don't have to go buy.
You can go in and turn down the sound effect volume.
Change.
You want to learn about it, or do you want to just do it because we know what it is?
Okay. How about changing that for that? Yeah. Guess we're choosing the Panda Inn. Come again. Very
Now let's
cool.
see how delicious. Oh yeah.
75.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. 4.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Don't you like how you're already level 4 when it took forever to level up in the first
Forever.
game?
Just a little.
Yeah.
I do also appreciate that I don't have to go buy warp feathers.
Isn't it nice? Because that sucked before.
It did really suck. I like that effect. That's a cool effect.
Yeah.
Anyway. A parts. Is it worthwhile for me to go actually talk to him now?
Go see what that is.
Sure.
Well, how about you check out the shop first?
The shop?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, I have a lot of money now. That's true.
Yeah, you have a lot of money.
These are just accessories for. Do I have to
Those are
equip 2 sets of
accessories.
stuff?
No.
Like, do I have to buy 2 accessories?
I don't know.
Okay. Get the jacket.
Thanks again.
Dress.
You'll find out if you buy one of these. Okay. Go to the. There's an equip menu.
Fine.
No. There.
I guess it's only equip 2 of.
0
the
of
set.
2. You can equip 2, and so I guess it affects both of you. Yeah.
Welcome.
Only by 1. I guess I could.
Thanks again. Toodles.
That's worthwhile. Oh, okay. It just opened that, or is it just open the last menu? It opens the last. Okay. Cool. Oh.
Ugh.
I know. It's so. I hope I can fix that. A lot of trial and error, I assume.
There must be a way.
There has to be a way. Doesn't like break things. Oh, got yourself something mighty interesting right there. some of them fancy magic stone parts, I'm guessing. I mean, these A parts? Hurry up. For decades now, I've heard about the parts made from powerful magic stones. Supposed to pack a real kick. That's what folks call Magitech parts. Count of them, well, got them. Sure do look like they went to some kind of magic. Sure do look like they went to some kind of magic control. Can't say as I ever got a fiddle. Can't say as I ever got a fiddle with something like this before. Don't anyone has. These parts are hundreds of years old, at bare minimum. You think you can do anything with them? I'd say I've got an idea or two banging around. But yeah. Tell you what, boy, I might just be able to hook up the Gizmo to anchor gear. Ooh, anchor gear upgrade. Upgrade to anchor
You
gear?
want to strap some untested parts to your arm?
I can't even choose. Okay, make it cooler. Yeah, new parts to strap to my arm. Probably get wrecked to shreds. Was it the bite of 87? Well, this is the bite of like pre BC.
3.
Like 7,
No, just
700.
3.
Yeah, bite of 3. Looking at it now, you can already tell the anchor gear didn't continue with it. But all the same thing. Things seem to be working in order. Some across any more of the parts, bring them on. What happened?
What happened where?
My gear.
What do you mean?
Like, did it just get increased in damage?
Oh, did you miss it? It said it increased the crit rate.
Oh. Guess that might be useful.
That means that the crit timing got more lenient.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I forgot there was crit timing. I actually forgot.
Wanna rest a little?
Ew. What are you doing
yes,
over
there you go. Oh, you know. Oh, we're not gonna go find out? Alright. I guess you really just want to go to the level 99 area instead, huh?
What is this infinite side? Is this endless dungeon?
I guess you'll find out.
I guess
Later.
I'll find out later, yeah. I don't know.
For now, we have to talk to the most important. How dare you?
Service Penguin! So this is where they went after they left Club Penguin. They're doing stuff. You're just clapping? Oh. I was so confused. I was like, why is there just a penguin here? Look, this is
Why is there just a penguin here?
This is why static camera angles can do so much when you just like don't reveal stuff. Not every day I see people here. In fact, is that a penguin? It looks like it. Matter. Fully understand this might be a little strange. Here's what we call a magic barrier. Ooh, shiny. Use the opposite element to neutralize it, like poof. Can't. There's no spelling it. Oh no. Concept of simple. No. Oh no. Oh no. I remember my father telling me something like that once. I know.
We'll fix it one day.
Anyway, I'll let you guys get right to it now. If I'm away for too long, one sewer might get mad at me again. French and their fake letters and their fake words. Oh, it's you, right? Or we should give us some useful info at least. Not like if you don't have the right spell to counter, you can't get past the thing. Whatever this is. For example, this barrier here is wind. The access. One more reason why it's so important we get my powers back. We used to eat the Earth Chaos Emerald. Okay.
It's very important.
It is very important. I'm gonna go back and save.
To me.
Oh. Okay.
This unfortunate time.
Woo, time to take a breather.
Oh.
Some time was ruined by time spent.
Yeah, and I
Getting
was
the
keeping
game to
track,
function.
and if we had about 10 more, it would have been fine. But if that's where we need to stop, that's where we need to stop.
Well, this specific recording is like just
At
over.
2:05,
It's at 2:05, yeah.
and the last one was about 15.
Okay.
I was keeping track.
I didn't realize. If it's only like 10 more. Or how much was it?
It's already too late.
It's not too late.
We've ruined it.
Fine. Just edit it out and just like clip it.
It's all ruined. It's all staying in.
Why can't I? Why can't I
no.
cheat? Why can't I
Because
cheat?
there's a rope in front of it.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, am I supposed to go to a different dungeon now?
Did you forget? You
No.
needed to go through here,
We're here,
to the
yeah.
second hub. Yeah, I don't think you need to run through this again though. Can you just warp?
Oh, I can't.
To me.
Handle this.
To me.
Handle this.
Okay, I thought I like slid there for a second and didn't.
Warp to the mines, to the junction.
So the treasures there, I assume, is that there's like a thing hidden in there, or is that red
Yeah, it
X
means there's
mean that
treasure.
there's no treasure there?
I don't know.
I just don't know if it means I don't have it yet, or if there is. No
I
treasure
don't
to be had.
remember.
Well, looky what the cat dragon. I don't know. Is it another one of these cats again? Oh. Woman in a 10-gallon hat. That is not a 10-gallon hat. You are lying.
It's a 10-gallon hat.
I'll be damned.
It's
I wasn't
a-
expecting to see
it's a-
one still here.
It's a 10-gallon Fisher hat.
So why? Why not just actually have a 10-gallon hat? Gotta be pretty gutsy to just roll into these lines like you have. And just who the heck are you? Name's Odessa. The traveling sort came to Ilvard just the other day, in fact. Don't reckon I've seen either of you around these parts. Ilvard? Nope, we're travelers like you too. Ragged and Valentine. All in. Magna and Allen, huh? As soon as you got that anchor gear strapped to your arm, I'm guessing you and I are in the same line of work. Who are you calling a kid? Yeah, so I might be a bit fresh-faced, but that doesn't mean you... Wait, same line of work. Odessa the Wild Wolf. You heard of me? Of course I have. Ain't no one in this business who hasn't. What's this now? Two friends. Not exactly, but she's pretty famous. She's a treasure hunter like me, but she made a bigger name for herself as a bounty hunter. Hearing she's on the trail is enough to make plenty of bounties soil themselves.
Phew, I'm beat.
That is not what she said. Come on, I ain't
Play
that
random voice line, go!
bad. Ragna, right? I seem to remember hearing a few things about you myself. A fiery redhead? No, that's not. No, you can't call him redhead.
It's too late.
or
He
red
already has
at
red
all.
hair.
You can't call him red anything, okay? That's only reserved for one character.
He doesn't. Who?
Adol the Red.
I never heard of him. Is he on Ilvard?
Eventually. Fire redhead runs around swinging an anchor gear like a maniac and a real airplane nut. Besides, guilty charge can't say that being called an airplane nut sounds very flattering, though. Anyway, what's someone with your credentials doing all the way out here? Dig some big name bounty up. Did some big name bounties stoop over to the island or something? Something like that. Pretty sure he didn't come through this way, though. Oh well, reckon I'll just have to look somewhere else. A bit farther in. I didn't push my luck all that much further. I'll tell you this much, though. I didn't find what I was looking for. Helpful information.
Well, now.
Very helpful information. Pick up a few signs that the other folks have been there before, though. If you're thinking of going ahead, you might need to watch yourselves. Seems like the prince is there. Already knows what I'm talking about, don't you, hon? Very interesting. What else was it? I hope you're fortunate enough to meet again. I like how she's like flipping on every single logs part of the bridge.
Don't worry about it.
I just see you getting along with someone for a change. What on about? I'm more certain than ever my magic is dead. Oh, what? Proceed with caution. I said this already. Well, whatever. Proceed with caution. Well, whatever.
Yeah. So I think this is a whole floor.
Spiderweb burrows. Oh, I'm like one-shotting them now. Wow. That's nice. What are you?
Watch out for that.
What are those? What?
It's gonna get you.
What are those? They're not wigglers in Mario.
Yeah.
Are they wigglers?
Yeah.
A square wiggler, a cuboid wiggler.
The squiggler.
Squiggler. That's what they're called now. I don't care. They're called squigglers. It's greatly amusing. So, Aethermancer, overall? Good?
Overall, good.
How's the roguelike elements? Is it just like, is it just a roguelike game, or is it like got like a meta
Well,
thing
so it is.
outside of
It is very much a roguelite. You might
Oh,
even say they took some inspiration from another particularly popular roguelite.
Yeah.
One that was like really big.
Yeah.
A little while back.
You got a name for that one?
I was seeing if you could guess.
My brain's gone. Big roguelike, man.
Like really big.
It's not Rogue, is it?
No.
That
A little
one's
while.
really
A
big.
little while is not 40 years ago.
So good. So many different kinds. I mean, Slay the Spire was really good.
This is true, but
Slay the Spire was really big.
yeah. I guess it's difficult to know what I'm talking about unless you've seen the game. But here, I'll start describing what happens, and maybe you can pick it out then. So between runs, you have the ability to talk to some NPCs to like look at their shops or whatever. But interestingly enough, I have yet to between runs talk to an NPC and not have a new line of dialogue pop up. There's always some new dialogue when I'm talking to NPCs between these runs.
Hades?
Yeah, Hades. It looks like they took some inspiration from how Hades structures itself.
That's actually kind of neat.
Yeah.
Is there any... So there's not much meta progressions because it's light?
Well, so roguelite would mean that there is meta progression. A roguelike would not have meta progression. But yes, there is. So for instance, one of the more recent upgrades I got was the potion you start with heals for 5 extra health.
That's pretty good.
One of the other important things, though, which is where the monster taming aspect of the game comes in, is that once you've captured a monster, you can then spend your between run currency to unlock it as your starter for that run.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Anything that you catch. And something important to note that probably some people may not have realized, but I sure did. You can catch the bosses.
Oh. That's pretty neat. So you can eventually
Yeah.
start with one of the bosses.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Like, the first boss isn't a unique monster, so I didn't, like, think about it until I got to the second boss, which I still haven't beaten, and that's where the demo ends. I got it to, like, under 50 health and died, though, on my last run.
Rip.
But that aside, yeah, that was that boss is the only time I had seen that monster. So my first time fighting it, I didn't do anything. But my second time fighting it, I noticed, wait a minute, that's capturable.
Yeah.
And then I tried it, and there you go. But capturing a monster does not take it out of the fight. It just you have a copy of its soul. So you still have to beat it afterward.
Gotcha. So you just take a snapshot. Okay, what is this one?
Basically, yeah. You take a picture of it, and you're like, I can summon that now. Because like otherwise you could just capture the boss, and then that's the fight, right? I can
Yeah.
see why they did it that way. But yeah, overall, it's pretty good.
When does this release?
The other, I don't know when it releases. We just got the demo like this week. So, one other thing that I forgot to mention though is that there is a mechanic they call corruption, which is if your monster takes a hit when unshielded. For every hit it takes, I think, it gains a point of corruption. And corruption lowers... So between fights, you're healed to full health. But corruption lowers... Not your max HP, but it lowers where your between fight healing takes you up to. So if you get, like, actual healing mid-fight, you can still go back up to your max HP.
Right.
But it just, like, for instance, if you have 30 max HP and you take 2 corruption, once the fight's over, you'd only heal up to 28 instead of 30. But if you got healing, you could go back up to 30. It just but even if you heal up to 30, I think you would still drop to 28 HP after the fight's over. Now, I'm using small numbers like that, but like by the end of the second floor, one of my monsters was at like, let's just keep using 30 as the max. I was at like 15 of 30 HP left, and that guy died first. So
Wow.
it's a little rough, but it's like a mechanic that causes you to cycle out your monsters as you play, which I think maybe it's a little strong, right? Because I constantly kept like having monsters near death just when the fight starts. I don't know if it's an encouragement to cycle your monsters out mid-run or without losing them, because that's a thing you can do. If you summon a monster when you have 3 monsters already, the game's like, okay, pick one to replace.
Right.
So
So close.
yeah, I think you gotta start your timing when it's at 2 rather than 1. And that might get it. Can you push that mushroom? I don't know if you're capable of it yet.
No, I mean I tried to run into it, but I couldn't. Also,
Have you tried attacking it?
dragon. I'm not. Actually, wait. I think I have it out. I mean, I'm over here.
Yeah, I mean the floor's done, right? So once this is over, then. Hang on. No. What if you like hold the attack button?
Oh, that just does a single attack.
No, but like, no, I'm saying hold the attack button, but then run into it. Does it keep attacking when you like run into it, or are you doing that?
That's me.
Okay. Yeah, I guess can't move it yet.
I assume I need
So
like the.
There's gonna be probably some kind of glove. Is my guess.
Right.
Pretty smooth.
And there we go.